4.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली इस राइफल से फायर हुई है। मेरी राइफल है। गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर।
But if you're coming in and looking at the comparison after 23 overs, you'd say pretty much even Stevens. Bangladesh had a couple of runs lead, but it needed some performance like that of Kusal Mendes to be replicated from the Bangladeshi batters. That's a good looking shot. But in 4 runs for that effort.
Hasaranga change of ends introduced, but that was all about footwork. Shamim, look at how well he backs away quickly onto that back foot to create that space. That's what you need. That's what you want to see from this pair.
Every time he's closer, linked to the batter, tend to be hurried into their shots. Whenever he's shot, gives that opportunity to adjust and play more powerful shots.
Pointed out the fact that Sri Lanka were also there and thereabouts at this stage. But this was a stage that Sri Lanka came into the wicket. And the partnership was built on a lot of singles. Constantly rotating the strike, constantly moving that scoreboard, keep it ticking. Then the mistakes come from the bowlers, the opportunities come for boundaries.
They're just comparing the manner in which Sri Lanka were tied down when the runs dried up. They've learned from the last match when they were struggling to rotate strike. Whereas, this time round when they batted, they made it seem quite easy.
Now this partnership started well. They need to maintain it. Nothing different. It's 11 off 16. You can quietly start building momentum when you start getting closer.
And they can tell themselves that, the ball's not really being vicious out of the track. Oh, now that is a better turn. Beat the bat. No response from the umpire. He's struggling, not quite sure of the line.
Oh boy, Hasaranga. What has he done to himself? If I was the umpire, I would have missed that LBW shot. I'll tell you why. Because your eyes would go to Hasaranga and how he's hopping around. Well, they've reviewed it.
In the umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked the field. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front round, please? Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm, so I'll try. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Please a chair. I can see there is a spike and ball next to the bat and no gap between bat and ball. Go back to on-field. Ravi, stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen, please signal.
Well, all reviews are gone here. Getting a little excited. The captain followed suit. Went with the bowler and the keeper. Inside edge. Review lost.
I would have been distracted by Hasaranga.
He's coming back with a good delivery. That's the single. 117 for 4.
नमस्कार। एक अत्यंत दुखद सूचना, भारत के भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री श्री राजीव गांधी जी की हत्या की गई है।
अभी तक किसी भी आदमी या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने सामने आके रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं ली।
वायर्स के अंदर ग्लास फाइबर मिला, सुसाइड बॉम्बर, और एक आदमी था सर जो इनके साथ खड़ा था।
हम इसे केनेडी असैसिनेशन की तरह नहीं बनने देंगे।
Every second is important. Suspects inside.
Bangladesh showed signs of trying to get control to reach that 286, but it's been a regular fall of wickets that have pegged them back. Hasn't been easy, the bowling has been tight and accurate. But as I was telling you, Russ, a short while earlier, no real gremlins in the pitch per se, so they can cross the wicket.
Oh, certainly not. Only quality bowlers will get something out of this pitch. If it's a part-timer getting something, then you have things to worry about. But here, it is in the batter's favor, you'd have to say. Just the runs and the pressure is what makes you make mistakes as a batsman.
And that's what you've got to keep on telling yourself as you go and get the runs, maybe in singles, in twos. Do not try anything out of the ordinary. There will be opportunities for you as a batter.
Ridoy not happy at all. Shamim apologizing, stay calm. Bangladesh need to. But there was an easy single which Shamim did not respond to.
Well, did it get a bit of bottom edge to that? It bounced away. Couple of balls back. Have a look at what happened. He was ready for the run. And, well, both of them seemed to be ready. And then suddenly, the misunderstanding, eventually, well, might as well take it.
Is it common among Shamim?
No, not with all Shamims.
You were a good runner between the wickets.
I just avoid running.
Oh, you don't run at all, so no confusion.
No confusion. 121 for 4.
डॉक्टर बाबा आशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया।
आज भी था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था, सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना, बोलता था ना हमेशा मैच से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर।
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है।
मैं जेल में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया।
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सबके लिए खोपड़ी।
Well, the worms have been in close proximity of each other, but the feel of the game tells you that Sri Lanka have a reasonably good control over the proceedings at this moment. It's going to be quite a difficult task for Bangladesh to go and cross that 286. It's going to take a monumental effort from these two in particular. They are very capable. Just a question of being patient.
Well, what a good time for a new hero to pop up. Ridoy, we know what he can do. It's about him really asserting his dominance, his place as the number 4 for Bangladesh. And then Shamim in his 6th game, 6th innings, a high score of 22. Here we go. Time for a new hero.
You've said it, Russ, and you never know when the opportunity arises. They say grab it with both hands. This might be one for Shamim Hussain Patwari.
In 4 dots, Shamim. It's always been those dots filled, but that loose shot has come out. Your ability to keep milking the bowlers will be the difference.
That's an opportunity to at least get one run. Just going back to the point you made about the manner in which Ridoy played in the last ODI, it's continued in the same vein. If he just takes it easy and just bides his time, do not get flustered by a collection of dot balls or a single here and there. Don't be forced into shots of indiscretion. Throwing at it, doesn't get a run. 26 done, 122 for 4.
सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर हमारी नई टीम इंडिया
और बेरहम तूने किए क्या क्या जुल्म, तुझको भी ना छोड़ेंगे हम कसम।
कसम से इस बार ग्राउंड उनका होगा, लेकिन जीत हमारी होगी। इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया थर्ड टेस्ट 10 जुलाई दोपहर 2:30 बजे से सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल पर।
Just a little dip for the green worm. The dip they want to avoid too sharply. They want to keep there or thereabouts with the blue worm.
Yeah, the reason for the dip? Those heavy green balls that you find here and there.
And they've occurred on a regular basis. The wickets falling. This is nice. You just ease into your first run. Understanding there. Get your feet moving every time you're running between the wickets and talking to your partner. That gives you some confidence.
Now here's the difference with Velalage, a wrist spinner or finger spinner is easier to pick. So the batter is a lot more confident in using his feet. But Hasaranga, or Gail, because of his wrist spin, the wrong end, batter is not picking it, Shamim. That's why they're reluctant to leave the crease. That's why they're not maneuvering or trying to maneuver him too much. They're waiting for that short one. That's the difference of the bowlers and what you see coming at you.
What you're saying is as you can read it out of the fingers of Velalage. Even with Maya Tiksana, I think they were very confused with what was coming up. So you've got two guys who can really confuse the batters, Hasaranga and Tiksana. The option to take on anybody, if you want to take on, would be Velalage.
Yeah, correct. But that's what they tried. And Velalage picked up 2 wickets. Imon at deep mid-wicket. And the captain Miraj caught at long off just a while ago, trying to do exactly that. Execution needed to be better. The thought process probably right.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's the way to go. One end, your leg spinners just tie up the batters. You fancy your chances against a somewhat weaker bowler you feel is a weaker bowler, and you just give away your wicket. Oh, that was a good delivery. And for the drive, and that is overdone. 124 for 4.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
Standout performance from Kusal Mendes. Really took to the bowling, enjoyed himself with 124 of 114. Sri Lanka and him, when they were going, Sri Lanka were looking to go over even the 300 mark. Pulled it back somewhat, but Bangladesh in a difficult position now. Chance of stopping here.
Umpire to director. We have an umpire review for stumping. I have checked the field. It's sufficient delivery. Can you show me the side on angle, please? The ball is collected behind the stumps. Roll it back one more time, please. Can you show me with the split screen from the front on? I need to see whether the ball was in the hand or not. And the stumps are broken with the ball. I need a split screen just to confirm it. Can't see the ball from here. Do you have anything else to show? I can't see the ball from this side because show me the previous one again. Show me the previous one and roll it frame by frame, frame by frame, frame by frame. Yeah, one more frame, one more. The ball is in the hand, in between the two palms, and the stump is broken. But now show me the side on. I need to check where the foot is. Yes, keep rolling. Yes, I'm satisfied. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Took a bit of time, but the decision has been made. Drew him out of the crease and just checking whether it was cleanly done. It has. 12 for Shamim Hussain, Bangladesh. More trouble. 124 for 5.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूं साहब।
भारत के भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री श्री राजीव गांधी जी की हत्या की गई है।
ये एक एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी असाइनमेंट है। महात्मा गांधी और इंदिरा गांधी के असैसिनेशन जैसे दिखता है लेकिन है नहीं।
खजाना हाथ लगाया सिस्टम।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया। सस्पेक्ट्स इनसाइड।
Zakir Ali comes in. Leg gully in position for him.
Wanindu Hasaranga picking up wickets on one leg. That's unbelievable. Zakir Ali, he can hit a ball. Got a very good average. Now Bangladesh would so dearly need him to stick with Roy. I mentioned the fact that they're not picking Hasaranga because this was just lobbed up one step and he could have creamed it. But he's totally lost. He's playing for the leg break. Geez, that stumping was tried. Not this we're talking about, whether the ball was in his hand for a moment. Pick it again. It looked like the glove took the bail off, but then the ball is still touching that particular glove. Umpire needed to make sure that it was in control. And that little kid has made the trip from Colombo. Remember him in the test matches and the ODIs?
Yeah, he's livened it up and they're lively in the middle. Why not? When the Hasaranga has really spun a web around the Bangladeshi batters, hardly giving them the opportunity to read his googlies in particular.
I've told you many times, Shamim, Hasaranga seems to bowl better on one leg.
Just about manages to keep it out. It's 124 for 5.
देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
Shivaram, he is practically a ghost.
Now that we know of him, इसकी फोटोज को बाहर निकालो फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक घोस्ट।
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live. 32. It's not beyond them, but the problem here is that they've lost 5 wickets. They just got